Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Maple Blooded Podcast.
N'êtes-vous pas gêné de demander aux Canadiens un quatrième mandat après ce pire bilan libéral?
Monsieur Carney, je viens d'arriver.
What you heard there was Mark Carney commenting last night that he just got here, despite having previously said he's always been fighting for Canada. Your aunt is going to be coming to Easter brunch with her elbows up in a fresh endorsement of Mark Carney from another American. This time it's Neil Young. Remember him? He was last relevant when we were buying 12 CDs for a penny. But I digress. You likely will be having brunch with your family on the weekend, and I want you to have your elbows down, your ears open, and your words ready. This is the most important election of our lifetime, and I thought I would share a list of talking points for you to fire back at your relatives who mainline the CBC. Don't hold back. It's time to engage them. You might not change everyone's mind, but your cousins might still be listening. And while you're here, please take a few seconds to subscribe to my channel and click on the like button of this video. My goal right now is to try and reach 500 subscribers. So here we go. Number 1. Mark Carney did not lead Canada through the global economic crisis. He was the governor of the Bank of Canada, which is responsible for keeping inflation stable. But Stephen Harper was the Prime Minister and Jim Flaherty was the Finance Minister. They were responsible for Canada's economic and fiscal policy. Canada was also in a good position due to banking regulations that were brought in by former Finance Minister Paul Martin. Number 2. Carney has been an economic advisor since 2020 for the Liberal Party. Trudeau's government spent $600 billion and they still can't account for where it all went. Carney wants it both ways. He's been the advisor for 5 years, but he also wants to say he just got here.
Je viens d'arriver.
Number 3. Security clearance. Pierre Poilievre has a security clearance. He was a cabinet minister during Stephen Harper's government, and he is a member of the Privy Council. In 2017, Justin Trudeau created the National Security and Intelligence Committee of Parliamentarians, known as NSICOP. What the Liberals and the media have been going on about is that Pierre Poilievre doesn't have a security clearance. This is solely related to the report on foreign interference. Former NDP leader Thomas Mulcair agrees with Pierre Poilievre's refusal to obtain NSICOP clearance because the opposition parties should be holding the government accountable. If Pierre Poilievre received this security clearance, he would not be able to speak on what the government has been doing. Number 4. Nobody in Canada should be making a decision on who to vote for based on who the president is in a different country. Canada's economic problems predate Donald Trump's nebulous tariffs. Trump is a non-issue. There was a dip in the market due to the emotional reaction of investors. Markets have stabilized and the TSX is almost back to the point where it was year to date. Investing is a long-term endeavor. You can see over 5 years that the TSX has gained 10,000 points. This is what matters. Number 5. Pierre Poilievre has never had another job. This has been a go-to Liberal talking point. Logically, it would make sense that a career politician would be a great candidate for Prime Minister. But because Mark Carney has spent his life globe-trotting and accumulating jobs, they have to attack Pierre Poilievre's resume. Think about it this way. Would a career police officer be a good candidate for police chief? Number 6. Mark Carney did not eliminate the carbon tax. What he did was he used a regulatory measure to reduce the consumer portion of the carbon tax to 0%, while keeping the carbon tax on industry. Eliminating the carbon tax entirely requires a vote in Parliament. Pierre Poilievre's focus on this issue is what drew attention to the misguided carbon tax. The Conservatives will eliminate the carbon tax entirely. Number 7. Mark Carney backed off on the 66% Liberal capital gains tax increase. This is also due to Pierre Poilievre's focus on that issue. But the Liberals didn't do this because they love you. They are very friendly with Generation Squeeze, which is a lobbyist group. They are advocating for a 1% annual equity tax on your home, valued at over $1 million. They call your primary residence a tax haven. Number 8. The cost of living. It is almost impossible for a young Canadian to own a home. Tent cities are everywhere across Canada. This is not a singular province's issue. Our healthcare system across every province is also overburdened. These issues are related to the Liberal Party's high immigration levels. Canada's infrastructure cannot keep up. And there is no evidence that the Liberals will back off on their immigration targets. In March, Mark Carney added Century Initiative co-founder to Canada-US Council. Mark Wiseman advocates for Canada's population to increase to 100 million people by the end of the century. And on the cost of groceries, Mark Carney has admitted he doesn't know how much they cost because he has staff that buy them for him. Number 9, abortion. This is a non-issue as well. Just shut this one down. The Conservatives are not going to repeal abortion. Number 10, high crime. The Liberals are soft on crime. Offenders are released with the least odious bail conditions. The Liberals have had 10 years to deal with crime. They still don't care. Crime rates in Canada have been rising since 2015. They are singularly focused on making criminals out of farmers, hunters, and sports shooters. The Liberals have made Canada more dangerous. That is a fact. Hopefully I've empowered you with some good information to challenge your Liberal family members' talking points. If you haven't checked out the other episodes of my podcast, please take a look. Happy Easter, everyone.